Good evening. We are breaking into tonight's America's Got Talent for a special news conference regarding developments in the disappearance of J.J. Vallow and Tylee Ryan out of Rexburg. The Rexburg Police Department is expected to address the media tonight at 7:30. There were significant developments in the case today. Local authorities in East Idaho and the FBI searched the home and property of Chad Daybell and say they found human remains. Let's listen in on that news conference. So again, this afternoon, Rexburg police saying that they searched the property. FBI also involved in this, that they searched the home and the property of Chad Daybell. Now, he is the husband of Lori Vallow, the mother of the two missing children. And a few hours later, this afternoon, Rexburg police confirmed human remains were found on the Daybell property, and Chad Daybell was taken into custody. Then around 6:30 tonight, we learned that Daybell was booked into the Fremont County Jail on unknown charges. The children's mother, Lori Vallow, is in the Madison County Jail facing felony child abandonment charges. Let's listen in.
Gary Hagan from the Rexburg Police Department. On my left is Chief Shane Turman from the Police Department and Sheriff Len Humphreys from the Fremont County Sheriff's Office. I'd first like to start out and thank each and every one of the family members, friends, news media outlets, the public, and all the officers near and far who have helped and dedicated so much time to this case of our missing children's case, Tylee Ryan and Joshua Vallow. I first want to say that we understand that there's going to be a lot of questions, but unfortunately we're not taking any questions at this time. I want to stress to everybody that this is an active and ongoing case. And as soon as we have more answers, we'll be able to hold another press conference and we'll be able to answer those for you. I just wanted to recap today's events. So today, the Rexburg Police Department, as well as the Fremont County Sheriff's Department and the FBI conducted a search warrant in the 200 block of North 1900 East in Fremont County. It's also the residence of Chad Daybell. That's a Fremont County resident. During the search of the property, investigators discovered what appeared to be unidentified human remains, and an autopsy will be conducted. Shortly after the remains were discovered, Chad Daybell was taken into custody and booked into the Fremont County Jail. There, Mr. Daybell will have his initial hearing tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. at the Fremont County Courthouse in a closed hearing. I will be emailing everybody out, and I'll get a list from everybody that's here as well if they're wanting a copy of Chad's Daybell's booking photo. I'm now going to turn the time over to Sheriff Humphreys to discuss the logistics of the courthouse hearing for tomorrow.
So the hearing tomorrow will be a closed hearing, and what we will do is provide a video feed for those who are interested, which will be on YouTube. I do not have that address as of tonight, but it will be available in the morning, and that will be sent out if we have your contact information so that you can view the hearing at 11 o'clock. This is primarily for security issues, and because of the virus, the courts are still closed down to the public, and this is one way that we can provide a means for you to see what's going on. Thank you.
Again, we just want to thank everybody for coming out. We've needed your help just as much as as the public and the family and the friends and everybody that's been so dedicated to this case. So again, we can't thank everybody enough for everything that you've done. And as soon as we have, like I said, more answers, we'll be able to do another hearing and let you guys know. So.
Can you clarify what the charges are for or charge?
At that time, that hasn't been determined, and that's prosecutors. Rob Wood will be discussing those probably tomorrow. So.
Would you be able to clarify what he was booked on?
I can't answer that at this time, again, because I don't know the answer to that. And any other questions that we have, we'll have to save for a later date. So
can we reference what was put on the jail website?
If you'd like to, yes.
So would it be accurate to say, is Fremont County stated that it would be a felony charge with no bond at this point?
I'm not 100% positive on that at this time. So, okay. Thanks for everybody for coming out, and we'll update you, like I said, as soon as we have more answers. So, thank you.
So learning tonight from this news conference that Chad Daybell has been booked into the Fremont County Jail on unknown charges. I'm going to be blunt with you right now. This is a little bit disappointing for those of us in the media and for those of you at home. When we heard word that there was going to be a news conference, we of course expected there to be a lot more information than what has previously been reported. But right now, as that local law enforcement officer said there in Rexburg, there are still so many more answers than there are questions. But that law enforcement official not even telling us yet, not able to say what those charges were. But again, local authorities searching the property of Chad Daybell shortly thereafter saying that they did find human remains. Our Misty Inglet is there at that news conference live for us. She has been following this case really since the beginning, since these two children were reported missing back in September. Misty, the question still remaining, what happened to these children? And still no answers tonight. We were so hoping for that.
Yeah, still not a lot of answers here. Just a super quick recap here. We are going to jump over here and meet with law enforcement in just a second as well, but just a quick recap of what we heard. They mainly just caught us up on the day that they served that search warrant at Chad's house and that he has since been booked into the Fremont County Jail. No details on what those charges are, what he's been booked on at this point. He will be in court at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning, and that will be a closed hearing. They're going to stream that live on YouTube so that we are able to see that. That's mainly because of the virus. Again, not a lot of details, just mostly a recap from the day and still waiting for more details from law enforcement. We're going to jump over here and try and get some more details. So for now, Kim, I'm going to send it back to you.
Certainly understand that, Misty. And again, some of this backstory, the children's mother, Lori Vallow Daybell, and Chad Daybell have refused to cooperate with police regarding the whereabouts of her two children, 7-year-old Joshua J.J. Vallow, who would now be 8 years old, and 17-year-old Tylee Ryan. Again, they have not been seen since last September. We should point out those remains that were found today, they have not yet been identified. We have not been told if they were the remains of an adult or children, if there were more than one set of remains, but we did learn tonight that there will be an autopsy conducted on those remains. You're looking at aerials, or you were there, courtesy of East Idaho News, and you'll notice two blue squares in that property of Chad Daybell, and those are blue tarps. And what we have been able to kind of observe in the newsroom is that there are just two specific areas where it looks like authorities searched today. They were not searching several areas of the property. It's as if they went straight to perhaps where those remains were maybe located, as if, again, this is speculation and not confirmed, as if maybe someone told them exactly maybe where to find those human remains. The developments that happened today were also very quick. We no sooner learned of the search warrant and found and saw these law enforcement officers searching the home, but then it was just hours later that they confirmed, yes, in fact, they were human remains. Normally, police procedures take much longer, and we have to wait quite a bit of a while for authorities to say, yes, they were human remains, which makes you think they found something very significant. And then again, we learned around 6:30 tonight that Chad Daybell was booked into the Fremont County Jail. Again, we do not know yet what charges. As Misty Inglet said, she is talking directly with law enforcement. Hopefully, she'll be learning more. We'll have that for you tonight on the news at 10. For now, I'm Kim Fields for KTVB. Back to our regular programming.